Hey, Mr. Ballum here again in my laboratory, and I've got a tub of water here in front of me, a measuring cup full of green water. I added some green food coloring, and it's got a straw in it. And I'm going to use that straw and a cup and a piece of paper to demonstrate a little bit about how air is always pressing around us in every direction. It's pushing up and sideways and down all the time, and I can prove that by using some of these little tools that I have here. So I've got my green water here. When I lift the straw up, the air is going through the straw and it kind of pushes all the water out. But I bet you've done this trick before. If I put my finger over the top of the straw, when I lift it up, the air can't push down in there and the water stays in the straw. The air is kind of holding, the air that's in there isn't pushing down anymore because it's just kind of trapped. And the air out here is pushing up on the straw and holding the water in there. When I move this finger, when I move that finger, out goes the water, because the air pressure can then push all the way through with the weight of the water, because you guys know water's heavy. When you've ever tried to carry a big bucket of water, it's super heavy. But this little bit of water, it weighs more than air, obviously, but I can keep it there because of the air pressure holding up, pushing up on that end, until I let the air press down on it and then it falls out. I'll show you one more time. It's always a fun little trick to do with your water or your soda or your juice. Just don't make a mess if you try that at home. There's another fun experiment to see that the air is pushing all around all the time, and that is using this cup that I'm going to fill with water. You can see that it's a real cup. It holds water. When I put it in here and I fill it up with water, if I hold it above the water, it's hard for you to see in this cup, but I can actually get it to bring the water level above the other water. See, it's up in there, and when I lift it up, it falls out then. You can kind of see the green color as I lift it up there. I want to show you one more trick where I can even, hopefully, lift all that water right out of the whole tub here. I'm going to try and get my piece of paper down underneath. This tub's a little small for my big fingers. Let me fill this up, and then I'm going to get this, might have got it too wet already, get this covered with my paper and tip it upside down. And if I did it with a fresh paper, oh, there we go. The air pressure is holding that paper on there, and it's holding the weight of all that water. Yeah, air is really strong. It's pushing up on this right now. Even though we think of air as only pushing down, it lifts up airplane wings, it lifts up kites that we're going to see some more of soon. It holds things up. So this is holding up all the weight of that water. As soon as I let a little bit of air in there, it's all going to come crashing out and get me all wet. Again, if you try that trick, don't do it where you're going to make a giant mess. Make sure you're doing it in the bathtub or in a big sink with adult supervision and permission. And I got to turn this video off because I have to go clean up myself. I hope you like seeing how air pushes in all directions.